Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and we need to get closer and closer to rolling. So if you haven't seen the previous episodes, go check those out. Off camera I've just been cleaning, painting, cleaning, painting, cleaning, painting, cleaning, painting, and a bit more of the same. So we're nearly at the point where everything is clean, it's ready to go on, it's painted, and yeah, well, it's just a case of putting it back together now. So on the subframe, when I took it apart, I managed to save the subframe, but I had to drill and tap a few holes. So I've just run a tap through the subframe again, just to make sure I didn't get any hammerite or anything in it. But we're sorted, we're all good, hopefully. So it's a case now of just getting it put together. So I'll show you what I've got. I've literally just gone over all the all the components basically with etch primer, or derusted it, etch primed it, painted it all black. So I don't do show cars, I don't do that, I do functionality. So for me, it's just a case of getting it together. But also the radius arms are being reconditioned at the same time. So we've got, you know, pins and bushes and bits and pieces like that, new grease, and hopefully we'll be good to go. I will literally only replace stuff that needs to be replaced. There's no point in just replacing everything in my eyes, because older stuff, original stuff, genuine stuff, a lot better. So we are waiting on a few things. So my hubs are all stripped. Main thing I want to strip the hubs down for is, I know the bearings would have been old. They're actually a really old type bearing as well, so I can imagine they've probably got it. I would say they're probably original. The car's done, according to the odometer, 50 odd miles, 1,000 miles, so there's chances they're at least old style anyway. I know they're old style, so stripped them down. So we're waiting for new bearings. While I've got the hub off, I'm actually putting the longer studs in, because I'm going to run the bigger drums, because everyone likes a bit of poke on a Mini, so that's happening. And yeah, so I've got the studs, got the drums, got new shock absorbers, all bushings and bits and pieces are here. It's a case of getting it all together now. So I'll flip you around and I'll show you where I'm at and what I've got. And yeah, the only thing I haven't got is the internals for the brakes. My sole goal at the moment is just to get it rolling. So I'll run new brake lines and bits and pieces like that. I've just got to get it rolling. Right now I just funds and bits and pieces like that. So yeah, but we'll move forward, we'll show you what's what, and we'll go from there. What I'll do is, when I put it all together, I'll just put you guys on a time lapse. It's obvious what I'm doing, putting nuts and bolts back together. I use copper slip on everything, it's just my general rule of thumb. But yeah, so let's have a look at what we've got on the new bits we have. Alright, so here's one side I did earlier. So you can see cone, high-low in, new knuckle joint as well. Everything's been painted black, like I mentioned. Obviously new bushes, nuts and bolts. And I've gone with these shocks, mainly because I had the front set stored away. And I run these on my sidewalk, and I think they're great. So if you're not running ridiculously low, just running a high-low setup, these are really good shocks, a good all-rounder. They're a gas self-adjust one by KYB, made in Japan, so good quality. Yeah, they've been on my car now for nearly 3 years, and they're really, really good. So I'm just so happy how clean everything looks. So internals of the brakes are going to get left for now. I just really need to get the car rolling, because I've got obviously the Cooper to get on with now, and I just need it to be rolling, and then I can save up for sort of the next stage of the build. But yeah, quite happy with just how clean it all is. It looks really nice. And that's a wrap. Shock absorber in, high-low in, cone in, just got to do the brakes, internals, everything's connected. I had some serious issues getting these lined up. The other side went together really good, the one I did off camera. They are a pain, you have to sort of get them all four in roughly the right place, then start driving them in, and they go in fine. You just got to sort of get them in a sequence, I guess. I was shocked the other side was so easy, but yeah, I hope you can all agree. I'm happy with that. I know the Clubman, the shell was a budget, and this is a budget, but it looks pretty decent. Pretty happy with that. Definitely didn't come out of the factory looking like that, so I'm happy with that. So, like I mentioned, I've got to get the shoes, the springs, cylinders, brake pipes. I've got the pipes. I've got some Goodrich braided hoses as well, front and back for this car that I've had in stock. Yeah, so I'm gonna just, I've nudged a bit of the paint here and there. I'm just gonna touch in some areas of the paint and then call it that. But I'm happy with that. I mean, that's starting to look like a car now. So moving on to the front, I've got the arm in with the high-low again. Track rod ends are on their way, new ones, and I'm doing some neg camber arms on it because I just love that look, especially archless. So I'm just waiting on some parts basically now. But like you can see there, I've got the same shocks, so just a bit, all that rubs off. See it going off my hand there. So it's all like grease. So front and back shocks match. I've got nuts and bolts and new set of tie bars on order, bits and bobs really. So regarding the neg camber arms, you have to run, thanks to Sam, I double checked it, I think they're actually longer ones, but you have to run basically a deeper track rod end to allow for the little bit of camber you're coming out. Yeah, so those brackets, I've obviously put them in there, that's where that bottom arm will go in. I've just put them in there for the sake of storage. And we're getting there. So engine bay starting to look a bit more complete. You've probably seen this in the last episode if you haven't already. Yeah, bonnet's painted. So next job is fit the bonnet, then we can fit the lights, which again are on order. Lights, buckets, or bowls, or if you want to call them. Yeah, they're all on order. So we've got a new set of drums there, new set of wheel nuts. As if we go and have a look under here, got some sneaky Rockstar wheels. So they're what are going on the car, and I'm really excited to sort of see it starting to come together now. So it's just a case of waiting for parts. So it's as with everything, you are just waiting for parts all the time. It's a good thing. It's always like having Christmas. For me, it was personally my birthday recently, so I've actually managed to get a little bit of birthday money. So I'm awful. Birthday and Christmases and stuff like that. Everyone, what do you want? Oh, just some car parts. It's what I love. It's what I enjoy. And for me to have, it's nice having one Mini, and I definitely appreciate the fact that I am quite privileged and lucky to have had more than one Mini or own more than one Mini. But that's, you know, purely because I've gone out there and done it myself. You know, you go out there, the budget Clubman's proof of that. You can find yourself a little scrapper, a little rusty thing, and you can make it something. And for me, I just constantly set myself goals constantly, and that's how it sort of turns into like a collection, I guess. And then you've got parts lying around, and hence why I can build this car pretty much out of spare parts. Bottom arm wise, I would have put the original bottom arms on. I wouldn't even consider going neg camber arms or upgrading. But both the track rod, the tie bars, and the bottom arms, whoever had tried to dismantle it before had hacked the hell out of them with an angle grinder. So that is the reason why I haven't gone for those and kept them. And I thought, well, I'm at it, I'll upgrade it. I love the slight little camber you can have with the archless car. It just looks really retro and cool. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. But I'm excited to fit that. So I didn't film me painting the bonnet. There's a can there. I didn't film me painting the bonnet, but I painted it in the centre of my garden. Flies love it. Flies love bright colours. But I put less stuff in the paint, apart from a few flies and wings, than I did in the car part. So again, lesson learned. I've said that I've learned a lot from doing the budget Clubman and painting it initially the first time. Is I will use a heavier sheeting next time, because that's purely what's happened. But yeah, we are getting there. I'm excited. The interior is coming together, waiting on carpets and things like that. I've actually got a really cool gear knob now, thanks to my other half for my birthday. I'll have to show you guys that. It means a lot to me. Number one, that she's got it. Number two, it ties in with why I have this car. So I'll bring you that, maybe as a finishing touch, because that's just bonked on there for now. This is what came with the car. So we need underlay, carpet, dash liner, dash back. What else? So we've got the seat there, that's sat there. Need the covers to go on there, door cards, and we're getting there. Also, again, going with the update theme, a little sneak peek for you. So we've got some plates as well. Really quite happy with it so far. I've still not breathed flatting and polishing.
I know I need to, but I just want to get the glass in it. So hopefully in the next few episodes, I don't know if it's something I'm going to do on camera, to be honest. I might just do a quick update video on it again. For me, it's my first time doing this as well, so I would like to bring it to you guys. And if I make a slip up or a fall, so that being said, I have actually started flattening the scuttle, because the scuttle and the roof are the worst parts, and it's got some quite orange peely paint on the back, just purely to try and get it out and just to see how far it is. So I braved it on the lowest paper, so I've asked for some people's advice, and it's started at 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000. I worked through the papers, so I started on like 2000 or 2500 grit just to be brave, and to be fair, I got a lot of it out, so I just need to step it down, go right in with it, then polish. So the polish I use is, I've used this for everything. It's really, really decent stuff, and the G10 is a finishing one after this. So that first, this really deep cutting compound, and then yeah, but I really want to get the car built first. It's very messy. Flattening it, you're obviously putting water in the car, and then obviously flicking constantly, polish everywhere. So I prefer to try and clean some, mask off the seams and mask off the rubbers, then try and get it in the car and everywhere, especially as we just done a really lovely headlining now. So yeah, onwards and upwards. So catch you in the next one, guys. If you haven't already, please go check out our sponsors Frost. They've got some amazing products on there, some products that we're going to bring to you very soon as well, and they're really, really good. They're just there when we need them. They've got so much there, the tools, products, consumables, whatever you need, really good quality stuff, right down to cleaning products. So go check them out, links in the description below. On from that, we are going to continue with the Clubman. We're getting to the point where it's going to roll, so there might be a few slower episodes coming up, a bit like this one where all I did was fit trailing arms. But yeah, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're getting very, very close to seeing this looking like a Clubman now, and albeit it won't run, it won't technically have life to it, it will look like a Clubman for a little while, and then we'll do the next stage. I'm like all you guys out there, I'm not made of money, so to keep the content going and stuff like that, we'll keep moving with it. I'll keep refurbishing, I'll keep bringing you updates, but we've got another one to start. So if you've not already seen those videos, catch that. That is a completely different build again, a very rusty MPI. So catch you next one, guys. Stay safe.